rapper Tom MacDonald topped the US charts with his anti-woke anthem entitled Facts, which features a verse from popular conservative commentator Ben Shapiro. While the song's been a #1 hit, critics have called it offensive, accusing Tom and Ben of cultural appropriation and indeed racism. Let's take a listen.
Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes.
Well, this begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday. And today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom MacDonald. So, Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder. First of all, are you surprised by the backlash, or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree of backlash that comes with it. So this one was sort of, a lot of my relationship with the audience is call and response. I make a song, people respond in the way that they do, and then I respond again with the next song. So, Facts with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
People in the black rap community have come out and said, look, this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism because you're accusing all their music that they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles, turning your sons into thugs and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
I think that there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck me is that there seems to have been more outrage over you guys lampooning this style of rap music than there is about the actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism. And I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive, but doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of in general, over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, sort of objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And I think that hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. And none of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal against. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical, but
Do you think you can be #1 on the Billboard chart, or do you think you may get subtly shadow banned to stop you getting there?
Well, it's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales. I'm completely independent. There's no record label, there's no distribution, there's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats, I write all the songs, my girlfriend shoots the music videos, entirely independent of the music industry. So, censorship, suppression, shadow banning, is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube. My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal. They are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently release their own music. So I had TuneCore deny release of this song and say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content. So, I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly snub us on the Billboard charts.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom, which is if you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro. I don't think any of us could stomach that. Probably
I can
not even
absolutely
you.
make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
Tom, congratulations on the success. I love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Piers.